What's up, y'all? DJ Daryl here for another episode of Fatherhood Fraternity. This episode, I'll give you tips on how to fly with your kids and your family in this pandemic that we're in. So this will be more like a teacher or presenting a presentation so you can see the information or you can screenshot the information that I'm going to provide. So I have slideshows and I'll also show you the things that we have or that we used from the video that we've had. So I'll get straight to the point. Recently we had a fly from Columbus, Ohio, where we live, to Houston for a family emergency. Throughout the whole pandemic, we haven't taken any trips. We've been very safe. I'll keep it real. I even have probably judged people for being so freely moving from state to state and going on vacations because for us, it's very important to be safe. We have to make sure that we keep our family safe. We have a 6-month-old daughter now, but during this whole pandemic, my wife was either pregnant or we had a newborn in the house, so we couldn't bring any germs in. We couldn't take any chances, haven't got a chance to do any vacations, none of that stuff. And this time we knew that we had to be with family, so we had to do what we can to be as prepared as possible. Preparing for this, we had a few things that we knew we needed to have, some must-haves for safety when going on a trip. I have the list of the must-haves that I feel that you should have. Now on this list, you see the masks, you see the shields. That is something that we felt would keep us along with the distance of being 6 feet from people to keep the germs away from us and our kids. So Zora being 6 months, she can't have a mask, but we kept her pretty covered with her sheets and her blankets when we had to be around people. But I'll keep it all the way 100. When we were in the airport was very safe. So we caught a flight from Cincinnati Airport and we went into Hobby in Houston. Each airport that we went to, I think we had a layover in Baltimore, we had a layover in Chicago on the way back. Each one was never full. Each one wasn't that full. The one on the way back, that was a flight that was on a Saturday. A lot more people leave on a Saturday. We left on a Monday on the first day. It was really no people that was in the way when we were taking our flights, which made us feel super safe. We were very precautious. We did not touch anything. We didn't let Ava touch anything. And we did keep our distance from everybody. So we didn't want to leave and bring in bad germs to the family. So that was very serious to us. It's always been and it continuously will be. But I can say that being in the airport felt way more safe than even being in Walmart or Sam's Club where we shop. Like I was listening to a conversation this week about traveling during a pandemic. And a great point was brought up that you can take or leave. But a lot of people who are flying, especially if they're going international, they've taken a COVID test and they know that they're safe. When you're going out and about to the grocery store or even to a pharmacy or something like that, you have no idea what people are doing. And they probably don't care as much as people who are flying, because a lot of people know that if they're going international or going to a hotel, they're not allowed to go into the hotel with a reading of COVID being present in their body. So that also is a great way to think that if you are being a parent and you're going to have to take a flight, most people are safe. That doesn't mean to be relaxed with your precautions. Please keep your distance. That is something that we had to make sure that we were very particular about. And I think we did very well. Also have some tips on what to do when you get to the airport. I would definitely want to suggest one thing, that if you're able to take a flight with a airport or if you're able to take a flight with an airline that has SkyCap, please do that. It'll make it so much easier for you if you have multiple kids. That is something that we're lucky to be able to have on the way back. And there's also, we have this contraption for our daughter for the car seat. You know, the car seat is something you have to carry along, and when you have a kid, she has to be in the car seat when you fly. So we have this thing called, I think it's Go-Go Babies or Baby Go-Go. I'll put it on the screen. And it attaches to the back of the car seat so that when we take her through the airport, we can just roll her through without having to, I mean, she'll have to get out to be checked, but without having to carry it in our hands or drag it along. Because like I said, we needed it for her to sit in on the airplane. So that's something to also be aware of. But here are also my tips when you get into the airport. One big bonus tip for parents, if you're flying with a parent, with your spouse or the other parent, or anybody that'll be there to help you with, make sure that one person is over the paperwork and the other person's over the kids. My role is to watch over the kids, make sure everybody's safe. My wife will take care of the paperwork as far as the boarding passes, IDs, the tip for the sky cap, or anything like that, so that we won't be rummaging around trying to figure out who had what. I'll let her handle all that paperwork. I'd rather not. And that makes it so much easier where I'll make sure that we all get there safely and she'll make sure that we get on safely. So that's one of my big tips. So if you've been flying as a parent during the pandemic, give me some tips that's worked out for you. I know now that we've been in quarantine for a year, we're itching to do stuff, and I know our 5th year anniversary is coming up, so we'll be flying again, this time without the kids. But for any parents, please leave a comment below and let them know what has helped you. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what other topics you would love to hear for Fatherhood Fraternity. Please feel free to follow us if this is some tips that you felt has been very beneficial. Please share with other fathers, bring fathers here so we can get the community bigger and pass out more information. That's all I want to do, is just be helpful. If I knew that there was things that I could find that would help me to be a better father, I would definitely be tuned in. So that's what I'm trying to do for any fathers coming up behind me. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you guys in the comments section. I'll definitely be answering all comments and questions that you have.